So Denise, I understand that this is based off somewhat of a true story. Why don't you take us back about this true story of Hell's Kitty?
So Hell's Kitty is based on a true story, loosely, of course. We added some blood and a bunch of old horror actors, not old, but iconic horror actors. And the way it started is I was a roommate with Nicholas, the director, and he had this cat and it would scratch me. It hated me, and I thought it was just me, but apparently it was every woman that came around the neck. I would see him date these women, and they would get scratched. All of them would get scratched by Angel. And so he's like, I wanted to do this web series with somebody else. He's like, are you interested? I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So he wrote the script, and I was going to LA Film School at the time. And so I had equipment and everything, and crew from the school. So we're like, let's do it. And we did. And from there, we made a film.
So how did you meet Nick for the first time? I understand you are roommates, right?
Yes.
Back then?
Yeah, back then. This was like 2010, so years ago. I met him, and I was living in Ohio at the time, and I moved here because I started broadcast TV. I moved here to do film and more entertainment television, and so I needed a place. I didn't want to live alone, and met Nick, and it was through roommates.com actually.
Oh yeah, that's how I got half my roommates myself.
I don't know if people still use it or not, I don't know, but at the time it was a good area to find roommates.
Now, in the case at that time, you said you were going through film school.
Yeah.
What involvement did you have with the original web series? Did you direct? Did you help him write?
Well, I produced it mainly, but it is such a small budget that I ended up doing everything from like makeup to wardrobe to directing, even helping Nick, because Nick is in the series. So sometimes I had to step in and be the director. So, when you're working with a small budget film, you kind of have to do everything, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Now, there was another guy, Adam. Was he also in the original web series too?
Yes. So everybody was from the original, or is from the original web series. We actually strung all the episodes together and made the film.
Oh.
Actually, so we cut a few things out because else it would have been like a 3-hour film. And we added a few things here and there. And the web series actually doesn't have the ending to the season. We excluded that, especially for the film. Mm-hmm. So you'll only know the ending through the film. But basically, if you go to the web show, you can see each episode.
Oh, the web show is still available today.
Still available today.
Where
for
could,
now.
where could your cult fans could find this web show?
Hellskitty.com.
Oh, yeah, terrific. So how many episodes are there originally?
Originally there's 19, but of course we excluded 2 of them, so you don't get to see this ending until you see the film. So there's 17.
Okay, so most of the people were in the original web series. So all the people that you added that's new are the iconic horror actors in the film?
Yes, yeah, they're all in the web show and the film. Everybody from Adrian Barbeau, Michael Berryman, Bella Bush Jr., Lynn Lowry, Kelly Maroney, the girl from Human Centipede is there, the girl from House is there, so we have all these horror icons in there. And we have new ones too, we have new Scream Queens, which you only see on the film, not in the show.
So tell me how you managed to get all these people into your film. Did you go to a horror film festival or you had
this? We go everywhere. We went to the Comic-Cons, we went to these horror festivals. But no, mostly it's just calling them up and saying, hey, you want to be in this great show? Another unique thing is we partnered with nonprofit animal organizations. So actually, we don't make any money off of like the web show. All those proceeds go to the nonprofits. So that's how we did it as well. So we reached the actors and we told them, hey, it's a good cause. Do you want to be in this film or film the show and then we'll make it into a film? Blah, blah, blah. And that's how it was created. It's the first of its kind.
No resistance whatsoever. Everyone just agrees, saying, "Hey, I'll be in a show."
There were some people we approached and they were like, "Yeah, no, it's not going to happen." Nothing was easy, right? Especially with film, nothing is ever easy. There's always resistance, but it turned out okay.
So, how much rewrite from the movie? From the web series that you had to basically endure? Was there a lot of rewrite or refilming?
A lot. Not a lot of refilming, but we did shoot the guy from Girls and Corpses, who, if you watch the film, he's like the publisher in the film, and he's interviewing Nick and talking to Nick, and so we had shot all of his stuff. And some things here and there, but not a lot. It was mostly of the web show already, so that was the good thing. It made it easier.
So was your role expanded for the film?
No. A simple no.
No?
No. No, because it was already put there. It was already there.
Uh-huh.
It was already there from the show, from the web series. So no.
Being such a small budget project, how come you weren't in the movie?
Because I'm not an actress.
Oh, you look like an actress.
I might look like it, but let me tell you, give me a line and I'll be like, what? Nick saw me acting one time, and he said, "This is not the career for you." And I'm like, I know.
So how is Nick different from being a roommate and being a director?
He's a headache. And both. No, a director, he's pretty intense. He gets very. He's an emotional guy. He's a writer originally, and so he wears his feelings on his sleeves, and so he gets very anxious. So if everything's not going perfect, but it makes it exciting and fun. It is fun to work with them.
Terrific. What is the most difficult or the biggest challenge on this project? I mean, usually small budget projects, everything's a challenge, but what was the biggest challenge?
Everything is a challenge. God. Well, we would have actors come and say, yeah, I want to do it, let's do it. And they would do a rewrite of the script. Then they'd back out and like, sorry. And then to get other actors, we'd have to do another script. So we have to write another script to get this actor. And then they'd say no. So we have to, because if you look at the film, all the actors we reference their films from where they're famous from. So like we reference The Hills Have Eyes for Michael Berryman, we reference The Fog for Adrienne Barbeau. We reference all these older horror films. And so he would have to rewrite that role to fit the certain actor, and so that was the difficult part.
So most definitely tons and tons of Easter eggs, and this is throughout the entire film.
Yes. Yeah, it's one of those films where unless you're a horror fan and know the horror genre well, you're not going to necessarily get it. Mm-hmm. Because some of the lines, unless you know it from a horror film or something, you're going to be like, I don't get it.
Who was your most favorite horror icon that you invited onto the film set that you basically geeked out on?
That I geeked out on?
That you always wanted to meet, and then you finally got them.
Doug Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Doug Jones. And he was amazing. He really was one of the nicest actors I've ever met. So yeah, I mean, I love anything he's in, but you know, his character in Hellboy is great, and he was just in, you know, what's that new movie he was in?
The Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water, which I haven't seen, but yeah, he was amazing.
I'm surprised you didn't ask because he's a contortionist.
I know.
He could actually move his limbs and legs pretty
You don't
easily.
want to break him. You know, I want to be careful with Doug Jones. But I mean, he was willing to do whatever, to tell you the truth. But yeah, no, he was great.
So the setting, all of this was in someone's apartment. Whose apartment was that?
That's our apartment, Nick and I's. Yeah. This is a super low budget. We just did it to have fun. It was really just to have fun and not take ourselves too seriously. We're like, we have an apartment, we have equipment. What else do we need? We have a cat that's, you know, possessed, and yeah, that's it.
So when did it became the decision to convert the web series into a movie? I mean, obviously this wasn't just for fun, right?
Right. I mean, it was for fun, but we also wanted to take the opportunity that we had, and that's, you know, we have this opportunity to not only make a web show, but to make a film and say we've made a film out of a web series. Like, how many people can say that? So we always had that in mind. Whether we were going to pull it off or not, we weren't sure. That's, you know, but we did.
So was the experience quite different between being a web series and being a movie?
Yeah, I mean, you don't get the press being a web series. You wouldn't be talking to me. And you get it's different. People take you more seriously as a filmmaker than just a web series person, because everybody does web series, right? Even you could do it with this camera, right?
Yeah.
But with a film, like that takes a lot to make a film.
Let's talk about the star of the film, Angel.
Yes.
How did you manage to tame her for the movie if she is so, how can you say, unpredictable and possessed?
Well, the good thing about her is that she was evil. I mean, she was cute, but she was evil. She literally would scratch anybody that came near her. So that wasn't an issue. To get her to where we wanted to, food. Cats like food. Tuna. Of course, it had its challenges. It's a cat. It's a live cat. It's not easy. But you trick the camera, and yeah, she was definitely not an easy cat to work with.
Now, of course, in the credits, I guess the sad thing is Angel has passed away.
Yeah, 3 years ago she passed away. We suspect cancer. She went 8 months of just being sick, and then she loved food. And at the end, she stopped eating, and that's when you knew.
Yeah.
And it's sad. It's sad.
That is pretty sad.
Yeah. So this whole film is dedicated to her.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about yourself. What is your passion? Obviously, you went to film school. What did you want to do, and how did you get started yourself?
Well, I started in broadcast TV. You know, since I was 18, I've worked in broadcast TV, and I wanted to move into film because that's what I always wanted to do when I was little. And so I moved here and went to film school, went back to school in my 30s, and wanted to learn the medium, and I did. And you know, I co-produced a documentary, and now I have this one coming out. And a lot of the content that I've done is not Latino-based. So now I want to find Latino content, find Latino talent, and do some more for that community, for our community.
So what do you what kind of films are you like to be focusing on? I mean, obviously you have a documentary under your belt, a horror film under your belt, but what is the one thing that you want to gear yourself towards?
There's not one thing. I do want to have a travel show one day. I'm vegan now for 2 years, so I want to do like a vegan travel show because I travel a lot, and it's hard as a vegan to be at a strict diet and have a strict diet. So that's my idea, to have a traveling vegan show, and then to have a vegan cooking show with 2 Latinas or women of color cooking in the kitchen and having fun. That's what I would like to do.
Well, sounds like you should pitch this to the Food Network or the Travel Network here.
Working on it.
Right. Get a budget, visit 50 countries and find out where the vegan eateries are, right?
I mean, there is another film/musical. I mean, we do want to turn Hell's Kitchen into a musical, by the way. But there's this, this other film I want to work on. It's like a 1920s film that deals with LGBTQ issues back in the 20s and deals with the mafia. And, it's a fun little piece that I would like to do, and that's a feature. But it's also a TV show, could be either. So that's another one too.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So what are some of your upcoming projects that you technically are involved with? Are you involved with any studio projects right now?
No, I'm not involved with any studio projects. All my projects are independent. Maybe one day I'll work with studios. I don't know, but they're pretty limiting. They work on a lot of Marvel and DC, and as you know, Latinos in the industry are not vast. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Terrific. And one last question. Are you really a cat person?
I'm an animal person, actually. I love animals, but my favorite animal is probably a goat.
A goat.
Goats are cute. I saw one in a park like years ago, and it was like jumping around everywhere. I'm like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. But yeah, I love all animals, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Goat is awesome. I don't think they bite back. I know they don't claw back.
Maybe they do. I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever met one?
No, I have not.
Maybe they'll be on the next film. Killer Goat.
Well, they made a video game out of it, so I guess
there you go.
I guess that
the
works.
Next step.
That's right. Well, anyways, hey, appreciate this interview, and good luck with your future projects.
Thank you.